welcome to Binging with Bat. Sorry, got something in my throat. Welcome to Cooking with Kate. Today I'm going to be making a very simple, very affordable dish, egg drop soup. To start off, you'll need a saucepan. Any sort of pot or pan will do, something small. This was about 15 bucks at Dollar General. Next, our bouillon cube. Today I'm just using a Knorr chicken bouillon cube. I would highly recommend using chicken, but any bouillon cube will work. Next up, the star of the show, the eggs. Today I'm only going to use 2. I would highly recommend not going over 2. Using 3 might be your absolute limit. Any higher than 3 and you're going to end up having more of a gravy-like consistency. It's not great, but it's still edible. For our seasonings, I'm going to be simply using black pepper. You can use white pepper, but I did not have any on hand, and black pepper tastes about the same as white pepper, just a little stronger. For our utensils, all you'll need is a spoon and a fork. You could swap the fork out for a whisk, but it'll be about the same either way. This is just the most affordable option. And then the spoon, well, that's what you're going to be using to eat. And finally, a measuring cup. This will be used for a bouillon. It takes about 2 cups of water for 1 bouillon cube. And I say for each cup of water you use, only use about 1 egg each, or you're going to get a weird consistency. Overall, this is really all you will need to have a successful dish. Moving over to our stovetop, we're going to go ahead and start boiling our 2 cups of water for our bouillon cube. Set it on high heat. For this stovetop in particular, it heats up in the middle first, which is the perfect size for this pan. Moving back over to our counter, we're going to go ahead and start scrambling our eggs while that water begins to boil. And do keep in mind when you are whisking your eggs, always make sure that, especially with this recipe, to make sure it is as silky and smooth as possible. You don't want any big egg clumps inside of your soup. The ribbon effect is what we're going for. Moving back over to our pot, which is at a steady boil or even rapid boil, I'm going to go ahead and drop in my 1 bouillon cube. You could use 2, but I would highly recommend using more water and another egg if you're going to end up using 2. It'll just end up overtaking the flavor and not make it as light as it should be. The bouillon cube itself is pretty simple. All you're going to do is break it apart in the boiling water and start stirring it around until you get a nice stock. It's going to be very clear, which is what we're aiming for. Now moving that off the heat, we're going to go ahead and get ready to pour our egg in. Do not keep it on the heat, it'll end up curling and it's a big mess. What you're going to want to do is create a vortex. Just start spinning your fork or spoon or whatever and making a little vortex out of the chicken stock. Once we get a nice vortex going, we are going to go ahead and pour our egg in very slowly. You do not want to pour it in fast, you'll end up getting big clumps. Slower the better, you want a nice ribbon effect. Just very slowly pour and stir. And back to the counter. Overall, that about does it. You're left with this very nice ribbon effect in the soup. No clumps, at least big clumps, unless I poured a little too harsh. And that's really all there is to it. A simple, inexpensive, comforting dish that you can make in the dead of night, early morning, or whenever the takeout apps start whispering your name. Now you can retire your habit of ordering egg drop soup at 2 in the morning and start making your own at home. This has been Cooking with Caden. Thank you for watching.